Albania in 2017. Then he say, I have a friend that want to join. I say, yeah, we have several friends, we are here. We have almost 20 person. Was completely unexpected because when we start, let's say I cannot come, we say, okay, we'll probably be 5, 6, 7. I'm so proud about it. Honestly, I'm so proud that we are a lot of people. So this was supposed to be a friendly meeting, like we would like to talk, like we will probably start in the rooftop about our job. And overall, generally it was done during the Street View Summit. Street View Summit was an occasion to meet all the friends and talk about the technology, the 360 world and everything. Street View Summit is missed since 2019, the last one was in London in 2019, so personally I feel the need to confrontate and to speak with other guys that speak my same language. So this is the originally idea. It's not properly a summit, it's not properly a meeting, it's just a friendly reunion, so feel free to ask, to present if you want, like a reunion at the Almost Summit, okay? The first one to start is Ari, that will present Authori and user case of tool of local businesses. If you want, during the presentation, just ask questions and do everything. The program is almost this one. We have 2 presentations right now. Coffee break, so very relaxing. 2 other presentations with a tasting of rakia from Macedonia. Then we'll have the lunch, and if someone wants to present more, after the lunch we do another presentation. Otherwise, I do my presentation about the equipment, and then we use the equipment as the backpack at the Titan. We work all together to the road to the Acropolis, and we do a global mapping all together. So we have the common memories that will be put on Google Maps. Okay? Please.
Okay, so 5.4.
Yes.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. So I made this kind of presentation to tell what we are doing and what we have learned and what kind of customers we have. So basically, if that is inspiring your business, I'm more than happy. So first, 3 different kind of topics about Authori shortly, about use cases on those 3 different segments, and then our approach to help photographers to expand their businesses, if that is fitting for their business ideas. But anyway, about Authori, we are old company, established 88. Not doing 360 photography all that time. We are the software company who is doing the working management services for infrastructure companies, actually taking all the papers out from the field, using mobile phone doing the work, getting the working orders into their mobile phones, marking work done, etc. Showing everything on map and adding the images and adding the data. And
I have the microphone like a
okay. All right. So our customers are local authorities, road authorities, infrastructure owners, contractors who are doing the work for those infrastructure owners, and the consulting companies who are doing again works for the infrastructure owners. And nowadays there is about 4,000 subscriptions in our system, utilizing daily our services in their work. We started the 360 imaging project in 2016, and this year was actually extremely good year for 360 work. We call it Vista numbers. About 90,000 kilometers processed, totally about 10,000 kilometers dashcam processed in our system. So here you can see it basically. You will hear later that basic tool in our system is the mobile application, so-called office application, and then the Vista imaging management. So those three tools are what the people are using. And basically, what is Vista? It's the platform for imaging capturing, management, sharing, and presenting with full control. So it's the private platform what our customers are managing by themselves. Also, there is access to publish the images into Street View as well. So again, these
So that's like a Street View local, yes?
Sorry?
That's like a local Street View.
Yeah,
So this
basically
doesn't-
somebody could tell that it's this kind of private Street View.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the combination? It is again this mobile application what is meant for the drivers and photographers when they are doing the work. So they are able to see the roads and streets on map what they need to photograph, and then they are able to do the tracking when they are switching camera on and when they are switching camera off. And also make this kind of notification about the safety issues. If there is happening, for example, accident and you need to report that for your end customer, stop the recording because of the accident, for example. Or then the road is not accessible in a way that you are not able to enter into that area, you are able to make this kind of notification with that one. Take the images and save it that one, and all the things you are able to see in Office user interface. What is made for the route planning, there you are able to import your plans, what you can see on map, then assign the work for the drivers, which roads or street belong to somebody, and then do the real-time monitoring and reporting where the cars are actually right now, so you can see those on map, and then also make this kind of overview about the process and what's the status of project. How many kilometers have been photographed, how many kilometers are still left. Metrics about the individual drivers, for example, how they have been progressing their own work, etc. And then Autorivista is the imaging platform. So Vista support different kind of images. Basically, it is holistic approach in a way. When we have just a time and location for those images, it's enough for us. It can be infrared image, it can be a radar image, it can be a X-ray image, or whatever. So basically, just time and location metadata need to be integrated with the image. And then when people are willing to actually publish the images in Google Street View, we can do it that way. So basic working process is, and then you can see here the user interface, how it looks like. So here you have the target areas what need to be photographed on map. Then you have this kind of dashboard overview about the process, what is ongoing, how many kilometers per day have been, for example, photographed, cumulative approach, how many kilometers we are actually doing all the time, then making different kind of pies or different kind of presentation about different information. Also there is this kind of internal WhatsApp information sharing channel if needed. Unfortunately, many of our customers do not use that one, but there you could actually privately share the information like in WhatsApp. Then the mobile application running in mobile phones and tablets, and then basically this is the view what the driver typically is seeing, the map and the working orders, then camera on, and then this kind of tracking. So basically they are switching on this one when they are start working at morning, and then when they are stopping the working, then they are stop the tracking. So that way we are able to collect the effective kilometers of photographing and the total kilometers of photographing. So that way we are able to calculate the efficiency, what is the ratio between those ones, and also the how the drivers has actually executed the work. So we are able to utilize that one for training purposes in a way that actually, okay, you make that kind of decision to make your photographing. Should you think about that actually driving that in another way? So use cases. This has been our main business for 360 photographing, and I'm talking about the Finland. So today 360 imaging capturing is de facto process in Finland. It's a standardized process. The customer is Finland road authorities. 360 images are taking replace of those flat 2D images which has been taken since early 2000. We were actually implementing that one at that time, but then actually some other company took that under their control, and we left that business. But nowadays all the state roads are photographed in 5-year periods. It is that kind of period what is coming from the road maintenance contract. Those contracts are 5 years periods, and they are actually running all the time, and in a way that actually roughly the 1/5 of all the contracts are actually under tendering process every year. So it's actually going like that one, and then 360 images start to be part of this kind of inspection process. At the end of the contract, we are photographing the roads and included that in this kind of approval documentation. So the roads are in that kind of condition when the new contractor is starting their own business. And when they end the contract, then they are comparing those statuses at the beginning and the end. So if there are some gaps, then the contractor need to fix those ones in the same level as they were when they started. So in Finland there is this kind of SLA kind of contracting agreement that they need to keep the quality of the service on certain level.
Those tenders are European?
Sorry?
The tenders are European?
These tenders are basically European, but fortunately,
You should have the laser, I think. I don't know.
oops,
No, I don't know where.
that was actually powerful.
Very powerful laser. Strong laser.
Is it no?
Okay.
Is it
Okay.
this one?
I don't know.
This one.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 buttons and
And just one laser.
So, no need to make a lottery. So basically it is open, but for selected companies.
Okay, you need proof of work.
Yeah, it's you need to be approved, and for example, we are not approved, but our customer is approved, so they are using our system for doing the work. There need to be certain kind of competition for those companies in a way that they are doing this kind of road inspection quality work for road authorities, etc. So that's we are not bypassing that one. We are software company, so. But
who's doing the shooting? You said this was the question about the tender. Who to do the shooting?
Okay. We do the shooting, or then we are actually giving our tools for that contractor who won that tendering process. So they are using our software. So also government has their own image storage system where we need to upload all the images as well. It's not so friendly use, I need to admit, but they collect all this kind of imaging data into their system nowadays. And why? It is actually get the updated images on certain time, certain dates. And the basic business driver is road safety. Safety. And saving time. Those are two criteria why they are doing that kind of things in Finland. And multiple use cases, planning of work, what's happening on road, asset inventories, quality inspection and documentation. This is actually one of the main issues nowadays. Warranty period acceptances, for example, when they are doing the payment work, the contractor is actually responsible of that payment 3 years, and after the 3 years the government owns that payment. And that day when the contractor is actually giving that back to road authorities, they are doing the checking, and if the payment is in acceptable condition, then they accept that one. If that is not, they need to repair that one. And also rescue work and road accident investigation and different kind of permits, for example, giving the rights to make your advertising on the roadside. So there is always the safety issue that the road sign or advertising sign is not allowed to block the view of the drivers, in a way that actually there would be a safety issue, that there would be some car coming and that is blocked by the sign. So 360 images are used to actually make the decision, is the location allowed or not. Price level about 12 euros per kilometer. That's the nowadays. During this price is varying between 10 and 20 euros per kilometer based on what kind of road or street there is. But 12 is actually the price which we used during this summer, and we won basically all of those. Or our customer won those ones, but basically the price is actually a combination about their work and our prices. Purchasing order process and everything is on order. Challenges was at the beginning this: why give free images to Google by using taxpayers' money? That was the main complaining about stupid people, if I may say so.
The other question is, are you doing Street View for free?
Well,
the second one.
Google's paying you to do it. Why charge us as well? Did you get that? Like people thinking that Google is paying you to map the road?
No, So,
Yeah,
but basically we were always saying that Google is paying nothing for.
Yeah, but people tend to think that they're
Yes.
paying for it.
Exactly.
Not people in Finland.
Yeah, this is
People in the southern
people
parts,
in
yes.
Bulgaria.
Yeah. And then at the beginning it was very difficult to find the decision maker because everybody was eager to get the imaging, but nobody was willing to take the responsibility to actually pay that one. So it took about 1 year to actually do the lobbying work in a way that actually try to tell that this organization should take responsibility of these tendering processes and do the budgeting. And nowadays it's actually working very nicely. Basically, the standardization of acceptance criteria for those deliveries, for example, what